Whoa, look at that. Wow. As you can see, it says like, but when you press the switch, and now it says sub. Really cool. So from the outside, it's a regular room, but as soon as you walk inside, you can see everything around you. As you can see, I'm just dancing, no big deal. But as soon as I zoom in, I'm in a room. Just like that. Oh look, a wild fox. Wait, what? I'm getting out of here. Wait, what? Where'd the room go? First, let me show you 2 super quick mini tricks, and then we'll get into the actual awesome tricks. So if you unanchor blocks, turn merge level to red, place a polar block and then a block on top of that, and then remove the bottom one. Now we have an unanchored movable block, and now if we place a spring, and then place the second part on top of this movable unanchored block, it teleports it, just like that. But if you do this trick in a reversed way, it will actually reverse the effect. So instead of placing the spring on the ground first, we're going to place the spring on top of the unanchored movable block first, just like that. And now wherever we click, it's going to teleport to, just like that. We can do that again, just like this. And now it's going to kind of tug over the block, basically. Alright, now let's get into the actual awesome tricks. First up, let me show you how to make an amazing Slinky spring car made by my friend Executioner. Thanks to him for finding it, and let's get into it. It's actually quite simple. First, just anchor blocks and turn merge level to red. Then place any block, select the spring, and now place it here. So not next to the block, but move it over 1, 2, just like that. So there's a gap in the middle about the size of a block. Click there, and click here, on top of this block. Now place another block on top of this part of the spring, select the spring again, zoom inside of here, place the first part of the spring on top of this block, as you can see, and then click on top of the second block. Now remove both blocks, select all of this with the travel tool, select the clone setting, make sure scale number is 1, and now clone it carefully up 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. As you can see, now repeat this, clone setting, but it's like clone it up 6 times, or like this, so I like to go up all the way, then 1 and 2. Just like that. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now continue this for as many springs as you want your spring cart to have. I think this many is good. Now select everything with the travel tool one last time. Select the rotate setting this time, and we're going to rotate it horizontal. Good thing we anchored them before. Now just place a wooden block, or really any block here. 2 and 3. And the same over here. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Now select the turning wheel. Make sure it's green over here, that way you know it's a turning wheel. Place one here, one here. Yes, we're placing in the back, but we're also going to place in the front. So all 4 wheels will be turning wheels. Now of course the car seat in the front, just like that. And now just save. And whenever you load it in, just unanchor all, hop in the car seat, and you have a working awesome spring car. This reminds me of the dog character in Toy Story. Let's try this, ready? It worked! I can teleport the entire spring car. What? You can also make a 2-player spring car by simply just adding another car seat on the back. Now sit in the car seat and have another player sit in the front car seat. And when both of you drive, it acts very, very wonky and weird. What the hell is happening? Alright, now I'm going to show you how to make City Cat's awesome magic room effect. It's pretty simple to do and it's really, really cool. Let's get into it. Alright, first off, choose any block. I'm going to go with wood, place that, and now just make a room out of it, like this. There we go. Now make all of the walls really thin. So let's select this one with the scale tool. Let's set the scale number over here to 0.1. And scale it all the way like that. And do the same for all the other walls. There we go. Now let's do the roof. There we go. Now we'll start the effect. So let's select everything with the screwdriver tool. Let's set the transparency to 25%. And now we're going to clone each wall. So clone setting selected. And let's set the scale number over here to 0. And now slightly move it outwards like that. And the same for this one. And all the other walls. And the roof as well. And now let's do it again, but this time select the cloned wall as well. So now with both of these walls selected, we're going to clone it again, like that. And now as you can see, it's not see-through at all. Now let's do the same for all the other walls and the roof. Just like that. There we go. By the way, I'm giving away another 4,500 Robux to one of you amazing subscribers. All you have to do to win is like and subscribe with notifications on, and comment what you like about my channel, or a video idea I should do. Make sure to include your Roblox username or Discord username in your comments so I can contact you if you win. The winner will be picked and messaged January 8th. Shout out to Endless for winning the giveaway last video. Thanks to Roblox for providing the Robux, and back to the video. Almost done. Now select the glass block, and now zoom all the way inside the room. Place the glass block here, in the corner. Actually, let's make everything have cast shadow off. There we go. Now it's not dark inside anymore. Now with this glass block, let's scale it all the way like that. So it's very thin. And scale across this wall. There we go. Let's paint it white. And let's do this for all the other walls. But there's a lot more to show for this trick and other tricks, so keep watching. Now paint all the glass white. Now one last one on the roof. Paint that white as well. Now select all the glass with the screwdriver tool. you can hold shift to select multiple blocks on computer, turn cast shadow off for those, and make the transparency 75%. Now you can make everything uncollidable if you want, and when you walk outside, it's a regular room, but when you walk inside, you can see everything around you. Very epic. But let me show you what else you can do with this. Another quick thing you can do with this trick is, instead of placing the glass blocks inside, you can place them outside, like this. There we go. Now just paint everything white. Remove the glass inside. Make everything have cast shadow off, and collision off as well. And finally make these have 75% transparency. Now on the outside you have a barely visible room, but as soon as you go inside, you're in an actual wooden room. Very epic. This can make a really cool prank for your friends. Let me show you one last insane part of this trick, and then we'll move on to the next trick. If you remove all the walls, except the original one, now if you place a glass block and scale it inside the wood wall, then scale it to cover the entire wood wall, as you can see, it now makes a really cool pixelating effect. Let's add some different colors and see what it makes. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, look at that. Wow. Let's make everything have cast shadow off. There we go. When you look at it from different angles, it makes a lot of different designs. Wow. Wow, look at this pixelated room. Now I'm going to show you a really cool text trick. Let's get into it. First select any block, but I recommend the plastic block. Then scale it to be a smallish wall, like this. Paint it whatever color you want, I'll go black. And now use blocks and scale them to make whatever text you want, like this. It doesn't have to be text, you can really make anything else you want out of blocks. Just like that, there we go. Now make another wall a bit in front of it, like this. That should work. Like that, as you can see, it's not touching the text though. Now paint this new wall whatever color you want. Now make another text out of blocks or anything else you want on this wall. There we go, that's looking pretty cool. Now select this front wall with the screwdriver tool, like that. Make it 25% transparent. Then select the travel tool, like that. Select the clone setting, and set the number over here to 0. Now clone it up just a bit, just like that. So it's basically inside of itself. Then do it again, just like that. And now do it one more time, just like that. Now as you can see, the effect is kind of starting to take place. Now select the glass block, make a glass wall a bit in front, like this. And paint it white. You can see that only the back wall shows. Then you look from the side and you see that the front wall is still in front. But we're not done yet. Now select the piston. Let's place the piston over here. Oh, it's rotating like that. Let me change that over here. There we go. Now let's place the piston over here. Extend it. And we can see it doesn't cover it all the way, so let's place another piston. And let's see how many pistons and piston lengths we have to set in order for the pistons to fully cover this glass block. Let's try piston length of 2. Okay, yeah, basically works. So now let's replicate that over here. So we're going to place 2 pistons, 1, 2, because we used 2 before. And for one of them, we're going to set the piston length to 2, just like that. Now we have to unanchor these pistons, of course. Activate both of them. Connect them to the ground, like that. And now we're going to scale this glass block. So to scale them over here to 0. We're going to scale it slightly above the ground. Let's paint it black so we can make sure. So that it is not touching the ground, as you can see. I also recommend you build a room around this, like this. But when you get to this part, we gotta make it not touch the piston, like this. Make the glass and this piston uncollidable. Then continue like this. Make sure that the roof is not touching the glass. It is not. In fact, let's bring it down a bit. There we go. And now, let's make the pistons and this block invisible. Also scale this wall. There we go. Doesn't touch the glass. Paint it back to white. In fact, let's make it 75% transparent instead of 50. Let's place a switch. Let's save. And now whenever we load it in, let's just unanchor everything. And whenever you press the switch, it doesn't work. Wait, I just realized that I accidentally made the subwall over here 0% transparent instead of 25. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. And when we press the switch, the like text turns to the subtext. What did it say? Sub? It's supposed to say sub. There we go. Finally, I'm going to show you to make an awesome spiral effect. Let's get into it. Huge thank you to Syndicate for finding this awesome trick. First, make sure blocks are unanchored. Place a wheel facing up to the block on the side, like that. And I'll scale it to be about this height, like that. It could be taller or shorter if you want, but this height works best. And now select the spring, place in the middle, and then place the second part on top, like that. Now let's make this block completely invisible. And let's make the spring and the wheel 75% transparent. Set the wheel speed to about 10. If you want, you can clone it a couple times, like this. Now make a glass wall a bit away from the wheels, like this over here. There we go. Make it thin, paint it white. By the way, make all of this uncollidable. Make everything you have cast shadow off. Make this 75% transparent. And now place a switch over here. And whenever you press it, you have a pretty cool spiral effect. You actually just make a wall. There we go. Check this out. An awesome spiral effect.